So now we're going to be dealing with cubic equations as we finalize with our chapter on polynomials. So this is a cubic equation. As you can see, the highest power of x is 3, which is x is the variable in this case. Now, cubic equations, since the highest power is 3, are going to have 3 answers, which are going to call 3 roots. So it's going to have 3 answers. So here, we can assume the roots of this equation to be alpha, beta, and maybe, yes, you can assume this to be and gamma, alpha, beta, and gamma to be the roots of this equation. So now when we have x, so now you can say x is alpha, comma, x is beta. So since these are the roots, x is gamma. So when we bring x this side, this is x minus alpha, x minus beta, then x minus gamma. Now we can multiply all of these. You're going to see why we are doing this. So I'm going to expand this for us, then I'll put here the final product because it's going to be very lengthy and it's not necessary for you to, it's just I want to show us something. Okay, so in expanding, this is what we get. We get x cubed minus alpha plus beta plus gamma x squared plus alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus beta gamma x minus alpha beta gamma is equals to 0. So this is the cubic equation. Now from this, we say the standard is ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d is equals to 0. So we can divide through by a. So what do we have? This is x cubed plus b out of ax squared plus c out of ax plus d out of a is equals to 0. Now we can equate coefficients with this. Now for the x cubed term, this is 1, this is 1. Then for the x squared term, we have negative alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to b out of a. So we can take the negative this side, we have alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to negative b out of a. So you realize that the sum of the roots of a cubic equation are also equals to negative b out of a. This is similar to what we had in quadratic equations. The sum of the roots was negative b out of a. Then now we compare the coefficient of the x term. Now for the x term, what do we have? We have alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus beta gamma is equals to c out of a. So this is this is another relationship, the roots of a cubic equation. Then finally, when we compare the constant, we have negative alpha beta gamma is equals to d out of a. So the product of the roots of a cubic equation, the sum is the same like for quadratic equations, negative b out of a, then the product is negative d out of a, then this is c out of a. Here you try to multiply each root by the other, so you see alpha beta, then alpha beta, alpha gamma, then beta gamma, c out of a. So this can help us in a few numbers that we come across. Now here, let's see an example. If the root of the equation, these are alpha, 2 alpha, alpha plus 3, find the values of alpha, h, and k. Now in this case, we've been given the roots. And remember, so this is the equation, x cubed plus 5x squared plus is equals to 0. So, so we know that the sum of this, the sum of all this is going to be negative b out of a. And in this case, b is 5. So this is alpha plus 2 alpha, 3 alpha plus alpha, 4 alpha plus 3 is equals to negative 5. So here we can collect like terms. Here we have 4 alpha is equals to -8. Alpha is -2. So if you have alpha is -2, that means we can realize that the first root will be -2. The second root will be 2 times -2, which is -4. The third root will be -2 plus 3, which is 1. So these are the three roots of this equation. Now, how do we find the values of h and k? So we can just substitute any of these two, then we'll have two equations, then we can solve those equations. Okay, let's do it and we see. Okay, so if these are the roots, that means what are the factors? The factors will be x plus 2, x plus 4, and x minus 1. So now these are factors. So for example, you can say x cubed plus 5x squared plus hx plus k. This is equals to x plus 2 into q plus 0. The remainder is 0 since it's a factor. So then we say x plus 2 is equals to 0. So x is equals to -2. So you can substitute here. Then you find an equation, a linear equation with h and k. Then you do the same for x plus 4. So if you do that for those two, you're going to now have two equations which you can solve and find the answer.